I don't want to argue with you. This is not the time for an argument, but I don't care what any doctor said. Now, you can't tell me that he's not lying in his bed fighting for his life because he was in a fight with Jeremy. I promise, I swear to you, if anything happens to that man, that Jeremy's going to pay.
Come on, Jeremy, drink up.
I'm fine, Father.
What a weakling you've become. I remember the day you used to put this stuff away like a man.
I was younger then.
Yes. Younger and more virile, huh?
If anything, liquor diminishes one's virility.
Well, it never seemed to diminish yours. You've changed, Jeremy.
You've had enough, Alex.
Don't tell me what I've had or haven't had.
It's not good for you to be drinking like this.
I don't do things because it's good for me. I do them because I want to.
I know, but the doctor...
To hell with what the doctor said. I live my life as I please. Which is more than I can say for my son. What happened to the Hellraiser? Boozing and tomcatting all night, running with the hounds all day? You could have been master of all of this, Jeremy. But instead, you choose to be an itinerant, ineffectual artist. You're a sorry excuse for a son.
I simply don't enjoy drinking to excess, Father.
Oh, you think I'm drinking to excess, is that it? I'll drink you under the table any day of the week. I'm going to bed. My son's company is keeping me awake. You coming, Natalie?
In a little while. No, it would be rude to leave Jeremy alone.
He's not a guest. He's a friend and family.
Even ruder to friends and family. I'll be up soon.
You most certainly will.
Go ahead, I'm fine.
You're trying to get rid of me.
I don't want to be a catalyst.
Well, you won't be. Tell me about Erica Kane.
Erica?
Well, your role in her rescue does fascinate me. What was she in your life?
I wanted this all day. You look absolutely beautiful, Mrs. Fargate.
Oh, flatterer. Hey, come on in.
No, really, you are radiant. I do hope you haven't found a new hairdresser.
Well, I hope not, because she's no good. To tell you the truth, I did it myself.
I don't believe it.
Well, you had best believe it. You know, I was trying to do the same style that you did to me the other day, but I don't think it's worked out too well. The trouble was, I didn't really feel I could make an appointment with you to do my hair since I had a date with you to go out tonight. I mean, it just didn't seem quite right.
Well, I'm very flattered, but really, quite frankly, you've done an excellent job. I couldn't possibly improve on it.
Well, I'm not going to debate it. Now, can I offer you something?
Later, perhaps. We don't want to be too late for the movie. This is a lovely home, Mrs. Fargate.
Oh, call me Myrtle.
Splendid. And you must call me Milton.
Milton. Oh, what a lovely name. Is that for the fella who used to write the poems?
No, actually, it's for my uncle, Milton.
Oh.
My mother's favorite brother.
Uh-huh.
We won't even discuss my middle name. Poindexter.
Poindexter. Milton Poindexter Carlyle. Well, it's a very interesting name.
Now, when you say it, it's rather impressive.
Well, what's the name, you know? As they say, a rose by any other name would be, well, a rose,
Yes,
really.
Indeed. And speaking of roses, I brought you a box of Rose's famous chocolates.
Oh, my goodness. My favorites. How did you know?
You have a sweet tooth.
Oh, the worst. And you?
Oh, I'm an addict.
Well, let's indulge ourselves by having one right now. What do you like?
Oh, dear lady,
What about that one?
Ah, thank you, dear lady.
Now, and oh, I see what I like. Oh. My goodness. But Don't ever get any of the caramels because they're my favorites.
Oh, you ask too much. But surely we have a lot in common. I wonder, perhaps we could take the candies to the movie with us. That way, if I eat any of your caramels, I'll have the very good excuse that I couldn't see them.
Look at man.
In my madness. Well, shall we go?
Absolutely.
We don't want to keep Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant waiting.
Well, I must say, a box of chocolate and an old movie and wonderful company. I mean, what more could I ask?
What more could I?
Shall we go?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You know the story, Natalie. It was in the papers.
Ah, yes. A cryptic account of a daring rescue of Miss Kane by one of her trusted employees. Nothing really in depth.
There is nothing in depth in my relationship with Erica. It was strictly on a business basis.
Not many employees risk their lives for their employer.
Well, if we were all the same, it would be a very dull world indeed.
You're being evasive, Jeremy.
All right, all right. The simple truth is Erica seemingly disappeared and her family was worried. She was tracked down at Adam Chandler's Canadian home, where she became separated from him during a motorboat ride. And she was lost on one of the islands, period.
That sounds like a direct quote from the news article. No. There's more to the story than that, Jeremy.
Why are you so curious anyway? What difference does it make to you?
Naturally, I am interested in my stepson. Now, why did you take it upon yourself to rescue Erica? Why not leave it to the Mounties?
I felt she was in trouble and needed my help.
Your help, not the authorities. Such strong feelings indicate a very personal relationship.
I worked with Erica. I respect and admire her as a friend. I would have done the same thing for any friend.
She's a very beautiful woman. Your appetites have changed considerably if you can settle for just being friends with such a woman.
Tired of this interrogation?
Perhaps I'm getting too close to home.
You're a bore, Natalie. After delivering safely Erica in New York, I left. I have no further interest or involvement in her life.
Hello? Yes, he's here. One moment. Long distance call.
We just have to keep hoping that medication is going to work, right?
Yeah, hope. That's all we can do is hope.
It will, sweetheart. It will.
Hey, Ross. Ross, how are you? I'm Bryan Sanders, WRCW news anchor. It's good to see you, Ellen. I've had the pleasure.
Yes,
You look well.
Thank you.
I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am to hear about your uncle. How's he doing?
Oh, come on, Bryan. You know what the situation is.
No, actually, I don't. In fact, that's why I'm here. Last I heard, he was on the critical list. In fact, why don't we sit down here a second? I'd like to ask you something. Ross, I've got a camera crew downstairs, and could I impose on you to give me a brief statement, your feelings now, and especially something in regards to Adam's condition? We can use on the evening news tonight.
Look, Bryan, I'm just not in the mood for an interview right now, okay?
I understand that. I appreciate that, Ross, but you also understand that Adam is a very important man, and I think virtually the whole world's out there waiting to hear about an improvement in his condition. Can't you help me out?
Why don't you just go?
I'm imploring you, Ross. I'm just doing my job.
I said go.
Okay. I just want you to know this is a part of my job that I don't enjoy and I damn sure never get used to. I'll check with the nurse on his prognosis.
What is it with guys like that?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
He left his clipboard. That means he's going to be coming back.
Won't come. What?
What's the matter? What is it?
Adam Chandler, world-renowned financier and founder-owner of the multi-billion-dollar Chandler Enterprises conglomerate, passed away this evening in Pine Valley Hospital as a result of
I don't believe
How
it.
can you write something like this?
What? let me explain this, Ross. This is kind of common practice.
What?
in our business.
What common
It's
practice?
common practice. I mean, every television station, every radio station keeps...
What is it with you, Bryan?
We
You like
keep
the smell
old-
of death?
Oh, come on, we keep...
Gentlemen, stop it! Now, just calm down, both of you.
I'm calm.
Yes.
Ask him to
Won't
calm
you
down.
Please, let's, not now.
You know, if you'd have been a little more thorough in going through my personal effects, you might have turned to page 2 and found out the version that I would prefer, and I hope that we run. Adam Chandler took a turn for the better this evening, and we're happy to report that he's out of danger on the road to recovering, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Look, I'm sorry, too. Look, can't you give me any statement at all? Then?
No.
Is that final?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, incidentally, Ellen, Brooke tells me that you guys have a new addition at the house. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bryan, thank you.
Be in touch, huh?
How can a guy like that live with himself?
Sweetheart, just forget about him, okay? He's not important. He's not important.
I don't like the way he handles
Keep your
his
mind
job.
off him, honey. It's not worth it, right? Right? Oh, look, it's Joe. It's Joe.
Adam is responding to the medication.
Is he all right?
He's regained consciousness. He wants to see you.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Your turn, Milton.
You never give me a card I can use.
Beautiful. Just what I was waiting for. Gin.
I don't believe your luck.
Cards don't lie. I nearly cleaned you out there.
Yeah, if we were playing for money, you could retire.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you another game. I've got to wait out for Robin anyway.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a rain check, Myrtle. I've got an 8 o'clock cut and style for tomorrow.
Oh.
I've enjoyed this evening very much.
So have I. And the film was absolutely wonderful. You know, I could see a film out there just about every night of the week.
Well, there's a whole festival of Hepburn films.
Oh.
I'd like to book you up right now.
I'd love that.
Will you give me another shot at gin?
Anytime.
Soon, I hope. Good night, dear lady.
Good night, Milton. And thank you for everything.
Thank you. Sweet dreams.
Thank you.
No, Father's doing all right. It wasn't as serious as they first thought.
That is terrific, Jer. I'm really glad to hear it.
Now, come on, now tell me about you. What are you doing back in the States?
Well, those doctors in Central America thought I'd better get some therapy on my leg, or I may never be able to walk again.
You're joking.
Yeah, for the most part, but you know what alarmists they can be. Anyway, I figured if I was going to need that kind of therapy, I better get the best I can, so seeing the guy here in the Big Apple.
Good.
Did you get in touch with Erica?
No.
Jeremy, you're making a big mistake. You're in love with the lady. You can't just wave a magic wand and have that go away, man.
You're wasting your time and your money in that conversation. I'm not interested, Larry.
Okay, fine. I'm just remembering what you told me. That if you'd stuck around, you'd have broken your vows. You were really hurting, Jeremy. And from what I understand, so was Erica when you walked out on her.
Listen, you don't know what you're talking
I know exactly what I'm talking about. Look, you are back now. Look her up. Just give it to her straight. Don't be so in love with suffering, Jeremy.
Listen, knock it off, will you?
Hey, man, I'm just trying
Okay,
to help you.
okay. I'll see you when I'm back in New York. Thanks for the call.
Good heavens. Such hostility. What was that all about?